Hey everybody, Rich Lovell with the Vacaville Baseball Barn, Master Instructor with Epstein Hitting System. And I'm going to cover something today that has to do with the hips, but it's more in line with the kinetic link or kinetic chain. And this comes about by a discussion that I'm in right now in a forum that I belong to regarding what creates or develops bat swing power is kind of how the question was posed. And of course, inevitably you get input from people saying, oh, it's the hips, it's all in the legs, it's this, it's the big muscles. Well, how does that equate to power to the bat? You know, so you don't swing with your legs, you don't swing with your hips. And for everyone that's thinking right now, well, everyone knows that the bigger muscles in your body are stronger than everything else. Yes, that's true, but if I'm only doing this with my hips, it's not really generating any power. It's basically a symbiotic relationship between parts of the whole. So it starts from the ground and works itself up. So in other words, here's how we look at the kinetic link, is the feet, knees, hips, core, chest, back, shoulders, arms, hands. We don't include the bat in that kinetic link because an inanimate object, and it wouldn't matter if I drop the bat, I can still create some power there. So it's not so much that this is an important part of the link. I could have a hammer, I could have anything in my hand and still generate that power to it. This is just a leverage point, or part of the leverage point. So what does that really look like? What does the whole sequence look like? And I've done other videos that are very similar to this, talking about creating power, bat speed, and things of that nature. But as we look at it, it goes into line with something we just discussed about weight shift. So whether I take a stride or not, my whole issue is I've got to get my entire body involved, but not only involved as a whole, but in the proper sequence. And that sequence is we build everything from the ground and it goes out the hands. Unlike we would do in the strike zone, working from the top of the strike zone to the bottom of the strike zone, we want to work with our body from the ground all the way up to include the big muscles prior to we get out to the smaller muscles. And it would look something like this. If I've already taken my stride, I've gotten into the launch position, notice my back knee starts pinching in like this, and then my hips continue to turn as my shoulders stay back square to the plate. I don't push my hands back because they're going to generate the speed from right here with my shoulder. And as my hips or my lower body continues turning through, eventually what's going to happen, this rubber band effect across here is going to start pulling my back, chest, and my shoulders through, and then I get into my position here, and then all this energy that was built up as I'm coming this direction, I've created bat lag, it's going to release, and then through the ball and out my hands in that direction. Now, the fastest point of the swing is part of our conversation too, and this is where the timing effect comes in. If I'm a little bit late in hitting the ball, I haven't generated all my bat speed back here. If I'm a little bit early and I'm out farther this way, I'm starting to decelerate. So I'm accelerating going into the ball, and then I'm decelerating as I get to that magical point. Do we always hit perfect timing? Absolutely not. But this goes back to one of our core principles about getting the plane of the bat to the plane of the pitch early, and then staying through as long as possible, and trying to take that effect of the kinetic link and imparting it to the ball with as great a timing as possible. Hopefully that helps you out there. If you have any other questions regarding that, please shoot us a quick message on our YouTube channel, subscribe to us, tell your friends about us, come see us at the barn.